Okay, we want to write, if you are writing a loop inside a loop, it is called nested loop. If I'm writing an if inside another if, it's called nested if, we call it as. Now, okay, now I want to write a code now. I want to write a program where I want to read the, I want to print the odd numbers or even numbers, okay, based upon the choice that is given by the user. User will tell me what he wants to print. He wants the odd numbers or he wants the even numbers. So that is what we want to print now. So to get the data from the user, we are having a class called scanner class is there. Remember the class, scanner class is a built-in class for us in your Java. So if I want to use the scanner class, I have to use the package called java.util package. You have to use it. Then how do I use it? So first method is you need to write the import command, import java.util.scanner you have to write. So the first line you'll be writing on the top of the program, you'll be writing the import. We'll see the example. Okay, then inside the program, so that is inside the main class, in the main method, you'll be writing scanner object is equal to new scanner of, you need to tell from where the input you are going to read it. The scanner class will help me to read the inputs, but you need to tell from where the input it has to read. You can specify by using the device name, you can specify, or you can also specify that you want to read the data from the network or you want to read the data from a file. From where you want to read it, you can specify, but I want now to read the data from the keyboard now. So then what I will do is, if I want to read the data from keyboard, in Java we are having a class called system class is there. In that we are having one variable called .in. In is a variable. It is associated for me with the input device called the keyboard. That means if I want to read the data from the keyboard by using scanner class, then what I'll do, I'll be writing scanner object is equal to new scanner of the input device you are going to pass as an argument for that. Okay, this is one method. So there is another method also there. We'll discuss that. So first let us see, so what are the methods that are there for me in my scanner class? So in my scanner class, we have some methods. Okay, what are the methods that are there for me in my scanner class? So we have a method called next. So next is a method which will help me to read a string. So I want to read the string data I want to read. So we'll be using the next method. So we have another method is there called next line. So next line also will help me to read a string from the user. But what is the difference between a next and next line means, in case of the next, what will happen? It reads only one word. In case of next line, it reads complete line of text, it will be reading it. That means if I'm going to have some spaces are there, so my next will ignore after the space. Next line, what will happen? It reads including the spaces till the end of the input, it will be reading it when I'm going to use the next line. Okay, that's where the difference will be there. Then if I want to read an integer value, so we have next int, I'll be using it. So this will help me to read a integer value. Okay, you want to read the integer value, you can make use of this. Similarly, so we have the other methods are there, like next float is a method. So this will help me to read a float value. So based upon your requirement, you want to read integer value or you want to read a float value, you want to read a double value, want to read it, you can use, for reading a double value, you can use it, next double can be used. Okay, so based upon your requirement, you can call the next followed with what data type you are going to read it, you can define that. Okay, you can use those methods can be used. Now let us see the example. So I'll just go to my Eclipse, I'll start the Eclipse. I'm starting the Eclipse. Okay, let the Eclipse start for us, it takes little time. So, okay, you are able to understand the methods. So method is nothing but some function is available. We'll discuss more in detail about the methods and all that. We'll discuss that. Okay, so we have these methods will be there. So for example, if you want to read an integer value, you'll be writing next int, you'll be writing it. That is, so you'll be using the object, whatever the scanner object you have created, and then the object name, you'll be using dot, that method you'll be using it like that. Okay. So we'll take the example. So I'm just using the existing program only, just I'm making small changes. So we said, so scanner class is there. So when I'm going to use Eclipse, right? So I'm using scanner, some object obj is equal to new scanner class I'm writing. Then for this we'll be passing what system dot in as the argument for this. Okay, I'm writing my program. So once I'm writing this command, you say that what happens? We said what we said in the here when we are explaining the theory part, we need to write the import command at the beginning of the program. So we are not written anything. So we are just writing the scanner class. So if you place your mouse pointer over there on the scanner, automatically Eclipse will tell you that what is the problem with that. It is showing you what a red wavy line it is showing you. A red line it is showing you there. So when I'm placing my mouse pointer over there, it shows automatically some quick fixes. That is how you are going to solve that particular error. It's going to show me the quick fix there. So one of the fixes is going to show me is what you need to add the import command, import scanner. You have to use that. Okay, I'll just click on this one. Now you see automatically it is added the import java dot util dot scanner class. It is added, and now that wavy line has been removed for me on screen. Okay, understood? So for the scanner class, the wavy line has been removed for me. Now I want to read an integer value. What we said, we have a method called next int is a method. So what I'm doing, I take some variable x, okay, some variable x I'll write is equal to, so we have taken the object name called obj dot next int. I'll be writing it. So I want to give a message to the user what the user has to do. So for that one, I'll give a message here, system dot out dot println, or you can use print or println. I want to give a message. Okay, type a number. So type a number. That is a message that I want to give to the user. So first, let us see how do you make use of this next int method. Then we'll discuss more about that. Okay, I want to print onto the screen what the number that you have entered. So I'll use sysout. I'll use control space bar. I'm using it. Control plus space bar. So it's completing, auto completing with the system dot out dot println. Then I'm giving the message. So number type. Okay, then I want to print that number. That is what I'm doing. I'm attaching the number to the string for me, that I'll put the variable called x. So let us see the output, how it's going to come for us. So I'll just click on this. Okay, the play button I'm clicking. So when I say play, it will play my program now. So once it is doing it, so first it will ask me type a number. I'll type the number. Okay, let us say I type the number 56 and I press enter. Now you see number typed is 56. It's going to tell me that. Okay, now so let's get back to the program what we are asking now. So we want to write a program now to print the even numbers or odd numbers based upon the choice of the user. So what I do is, we'll have the choice of the user in such a way that, so you want to print the odd numbers, I'll take it as 1. So you want to print the even numbers, I'll take the user choice as 0. I would like to read the choice from the user. So what is that he wants it? So 1 means odd number, 0 means even number, like that. So what I do is, you have entered me a number, because before that giving a message here, I'll say type your choice also. Okay, type your choice. So what is it I want the choice? 1 is for the odd, 0 for the even. This is my choice. Okay. So what I do is, I'll check now the condition. If x value is double equal to 1. So how long we want to print the odd numbers? Like once we'll take this simple example, 1 to 10 only we want to print the odd numbers. So I want to print the odd numbers for, okay, some variable v I will take is equal to odd numbers you wanted. Odd numbers will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, like that, right? So I'll start with 1. Okay, v less than or equal to 10 I am giving it. I'm just taking up to only 1 to 10 I will take. V plus plus I am right. Okay, sorry, v plus is equal to 12, right? So v plus equal to 2 means what? We were writing v plus plus. V plus plus means v is equal to v plus 1. The value of v will be incremented by 1. So what I'm doing now, 1 it is going to increment when I'm writing plus 1. I want to increase two numbers. Sorry, one I want to get. Next odd number she is 3 for me. So what I'm doing, 1, 3 I'm taking it. So 1 plus 2, it's going to be 3 for me, like that. Okay, I want to print that. So I'll just call this out. Okay, so I want to print the odd number. V I'm going to print it. Okay, so to have the better clarity of things, so what I do is I'll add the flower brace here. Okay, I'm writing my flower brace only. I'm having multiple statements, so I'm writing the flower brace for me. So if not that, okay, then else what I want to do it. So I want to print the numbers now. So what I'm doing, I'll take for int v is equal to, I'll start with 0 onwards. Okay, or let us start with 2 onwards. 2 less than or equal to 10 semicolon v plus equal to 12, right? Okay, so then I'll just call my sys out. Okay, I want to print the value of v there. Understood? So this, okay, what we are giving it, so we don't want to have this one. I'll just remove this code now. Okay, so we have printed this. Let's see how the output will come for us. So I'm clicking on my play button. Now it will ask me what is your choice, 1 or 2. I'll say 1 and I press enter. You'll see odd numbers are going to be printed for you. Again, I'll run my code. Now it will ask me the choice. I'll say 0. Now you see even numbers. Okay. Understood? Understood this? So how the main code is executed? I'll just copy this and put it here. Okay. So based upon your choice, what you are giving, 1 if you are giving, you'll get some output. 0 if you are giving it, some other output will come. Like that. Okay. Understood? So we are using an if. Inside the if, I'm writing the for loop. I'm writing. Okay. Got it here? So we are writing an if. Inside this if, we are writing a for loop. We are writing. Okay. Yeah. So any questions over here? Anything that you are not understood? So if you have any difficulties, type in the chat box if you are not understood that. So you understood? So everybody understood? You got it? How we wrote the program? So first we are taking the choice from the user. Okay, what is your choice? So either you want to have 1 or 0. So 1 means odd numbers I want to print, 0 means even numbers. Okay, so based upon your choice, what you want, 1 or 0, you are giving me the choice. So if you are giving me 1, I'll print the odd numbers. If you are giving me 0, I'll print the even numbers, like that. Okay, right. Now we'll take one small assignment question. We'll take. So what is my assignment question? So what you need to do is you need to read the marks in 3 subjects of a student and print the total and average. And you need to print the total, average, and simple result I wanted. So what is that simple result? If average is less than or equal to less than 35, I want to print this result as fail. So else I want to print as pass. Simple. Okay, you try this one, right? So try this example. Okay, then let me know. You have any difficulties in this one? So let me know. So we'll discuss that. So if you have any difficulty in this, we'll discuss. Now take this one as an assignment for home. Okay, so you do it after the class and you need to submit. So you have any difficulties in writing the code, right? What you can, if you are having some errors are there, so just copy and paste the code into the WhatsApp. You can send it personally to me. Don't send it in the group. Okay, place it in the WhatsApp. Okay, to my personal chat you send the message. Then Okay, what the difficulty you are having, I'll help you out in solving the code, right? Okay, done everybody? So what you can do is you can take a screenshot of this one once. Take a screenshot. So everybody take a screenshot of this. So if you have taken a screenshot, let me know. So put in the chat box the message. But nobody is active. If you have taken a screenshot, place the message onto the screen. Okay. Right. So we have seen the simple example we are seeing. So where we are going to use how to use this scanner class, we are using it, and we are seeing the different methods. Okay, I just explained you the different methods. We are used only one method called next int method. We are used it. Okay. Now, okay, we'll see this one more example. We'll see from one example. We'll see from the nested loop. So what is this nested loop means? We said that we are writing a loop inside another loop. We are writing a loop inside another loop. Okay, before we explain you that, so let us see one simple example. I'll say, so I want to write a program, okay, to print the numbers 1 to 10. I want to print the numbers 1 to 10. We know how to print the numbers 1 to 10. So, yes, we know that we want to use a for loop. So let us see that. I'll take some variable for int x is equal to 1. So x less than or equal to 10. X plus plus I'm writing it. So I'll just call this is out. Okay, then x I'm printing it on screen. So let's run it and check. So when I say run this, now you see the numbers are printed 1 to 10. Able to understand? So I'll do one thing. I'll just copy it to some other location for me. So for my convenience sake, okay, I'm just copying the code to here. This is my output, 1 to 10 numbers output I wanted. I got it. Now what I want to do is I want to have small change in my output now. So what is that I want that small change in my output now is 2, I want to print it 2 times. 1 we have printed it once. 2 we want to print twice. 3 we want to print 3 times. 4 we want to print 4 times. Like this. Okay, I'll just cut it short to 9 only. 9 I want to print 9 times I want to print. Okay, understand what I'm doing it? So 1 I'll be printing only once. 2 I'll be printing, sorry, twice I'll be printing. 3 I'll print 3 times. Okay, 4 I want to print 4 times. Understood? Like this. So every number should be printed so many number of times. Okay, whatever be the number is that I want to print so many number of times. Able to understand what is my output? My output is 1 I want to print once, 2 I want to print twice, 3 I want to print 3 times. Like that, 9 I want to print 9 times I want to print. Understood? So for initially what we did, we wrote a simple program we wrote where we are printing the numbers 1 to 10. Okay, let us cut down to 9 only. 9 up to 9. Okay, I'll just run my code. So you can see 1 to 9 it is printing for me. But 1 it has to print me once, 2 it has to print me twice. Now we know that. So then here, if you see, the x variable is going to change the values. X is 1, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 6. It is going to change one. Now, 1 means it should repeat again once. 2 means it should repeat again 2. So what I'll do is I'll write another loop. I'll write inside this particular loop now. Okay, I'll write like this. For, okay, so I'll take another variable called y. Okay, for y, okay, is equal to 1. Sorry, we'll write integer y equal to 1. That is going to start for me. How many times it has to print for me? It has to print 1 or 2 times or 3 times or 4 times. That is what? That depends upon the value of my variable called x. So I'll write is less than or equal to x, and then I'll say y plus plus. I'm writing it. Okay. So I'll just put the flower brace here. I'll close the brace. Now I want to format my code. I'll just give a right click on this place. I'll select the source. Then I'm going to use the option called format. So it is. One second, source. I'll select format. No, why it's not doing the formatting? Okay, I'll manually format it. Okay, fine, no problem. So we'll see later why it's a problem is. Now we are done like this. Now let us see the output now. So I'll just click on this one. You see. One. Okay, so one more is missing. Fine. Okay. So now let's click on the run code. Now you see what has happened. So 1 it has printed me once, 2 it has printed twice, 2 times, 3 it has printed 3 times, 4 times. But what is happening? It is printing me in the new line. So every time the value is going to be printed for me in the new line. Now I don't want it to print in new line. So I want to continue this one into the same line. Then instead of using print ln, what I do is I'll use print. I'll use print. So after using print, I'll run my program. Now you see it's giving me slightly different output now. What is doing? Everything it is printing in the same line for me. 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 9, all it's going to be there for me in the same line. No, I don't want that one to happen. What I want to do after printing 1, I want to come out of it. I want to go to the next line. 2, it has to print me in separate line. 3, it has to print me separate line. So for that purpose, what I'm doing is I'm adding a dummy println. I'll add here. I'll add a dummy println. So that means what will happen? So you see that in the output, first it prints me 1. After printing 1, what will happen? It is going to go to the next line. Then again, the x value is going to increment for me. Then again, 2 is going to be printed on same line. After that, I'm calling the println. So it goes for me in the next line. So like this, what will happen? Every time, so it is going to go to the new line it is going in. So when it is going to go new line, after the completion of first loop. So first iteration is completed, it goes to the next line. Second iteration is completed, it goes to the next line. So let us understand how this code is going to work for us. So this is what my output was. Okay. So let me just increase with size. Okay. Now let us understand this, how my code is working for me. Now here, so this is the loop what you're writing, X loop you're writing, right? This is called the outer loop, it is called. This is called outer loop. The loop which you're writing inside the while loop, it is called inner loop, it is called. Understood? That is called the inner loop, it is called. Understood what I'm telling? So the X loop is called the outer loop, and then Y loop is called the inner loop. So what happens here is, first the loop starts with, we all know that whenever we are writing a loop, So it start for the statement number 1, it's going to start for me. So for which statement it's going to start with? So we know that the loop starts with x equal to 1. This is the starting point of my loop. Okay, this is the entry point. After this, what will happen? It goes to the condition. It comes to the condition. After the condition, what will happen? It enters into the loop if the condition is going to be true for me. If the condition is satisfied or if the condition is true, it enters into the loop now. So we all know that again we are written inside the loop, we are written one more loop we are written. So that means what? If this condition is going to be true, then what will happen? It is going to execute this loop. So for this loop, okay, that is a while loop. This is my entry point for the while loop. So when this loop is going to be executed, now if this condition what you have written here is going to be true, it will be entering into this one. Then after this, as usual, this will go to the condition. It goes and check the condition. Is the condition is true or not? Yes, the condition is true. Then it prints me the system.out.println x value is going to be printed. We know that the x value is starting with 1. Okay, it is starting with 1. Then so we are inside this, we are writing a loop while for y less than or equal to x. So x value is 1 for me. Now y value is also okay. So when the value of y is going to be 1 for me, the loop when the value of x is going to be 1, then y loop will be 1 to 1. If the value of x is going to be 2, then y loop will be 1 to 2 for me. Understood? It's going to be 1 to 2 for me. Like this, what will happen? Again, after this, it gets incremented. The x value gets incremented for me. The x value becomes 3 for me. So once it is going to be 3, the y loop will be 1 to 3. Able to understand? So like this, for each value of, okay, for each value, it's going to be repeating so many times for me. Now here, what is going to happen? For each value of x, okay, y is repeated so many times. While loop is repeated x times for me. Okay, we'll see later. Right? So x is going to be repeated. I mean, for each value of x, while loop is repeated x times for me. Understood? Any questions here? Now here, what is happening? One more thing. After the while loop, we are adding a new line character.
Why decrement is then decrement side will be.
We'll talk about decrement later. So now here, what will happen? After the while loop is completed, so then what is happening? We are writing one system.out.println dummy statement here written. So we know that. So first it's going to print me 1. Then after that, new line character. 2 is going to be there. We are going to use system.out.println print. We are using it. So x value is printed 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. So many times it will be printing it. But after printing it, then what we are written? We are written system.out.println. We are written. That means after printing x, it will add a new line character. Again, after printing the new line character, what happened? Again, it goes to the x loop. It goes again. It increments the value of x again. So like this, what will happen? So it is going to repeat for me n number of times. It is going to be repeated based upon our loops what you are given. Understood this? We'll talk about the other thing. Like we'll talk about that. Okay. So you understood this? What we have done here? Okay. You understood here? So how the loops are executed? So for each value of the outer loop, inner loop is repeated n times or x times. That is, I have taken x is when y is less than or equal to x. So it is going to repeat x times. So what is the value of x? Based upon that, it repeats so many times. So if it is x value is going to be 5, it prints to 5 times it's going to repeat. If it is x value is going to be 9, it is going to repeat 9 times it is going to repeat for us, like that. Understood? Okay. Now we'll take one example so that we can understand how better we are able to understand the things. We'll discuss that. Okay. We'll see. Okay, you understood this? So let's say for timing, you understood that. So to check your better understanding of things, I'll make some small changes to my code now. Okay. So the output, what we are doing is we are printing 1, 1, 1, 1, right? So 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, I'm printing it. No, I don't want that output. I don't want it. I want to have a small change in my output now. So we have the assignment question 2 now. So we have the assignment question now. So what is that assignment question is? So I want to print the output. So earlier what we did, the printed the output 1, 2, 2 we have printed, right? No, not like that. I want my output should be 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 3 times, 1, 1, 1, 1, 4 times, dot, dot, dot. So how many times you want it? Okay, let's say 9 times. 9 times I want to print. I want to print 9 times. Okay, able to understand now what I'm telling? My output should be like this. Okay, so this is my output. This is what I want you people to write. We'll make other small change we'll make to the output. We'll see your understanding. We'll check now with the loops. I'll just, you understood my loop now? 1, 1, 1. 1 second. Just increase the side. 1, 1, 3 times, 4 times. Then, okay, I want to repeat to 9 times. We'll just increase a little bit of size there. Okay, this is what your output should be. Got it? This is one output for me, what I want. Okay, let us see one more output we want to have. So one more output, what we'll do is, we'll say, okay, we printed 1, right? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So one more output I want. 1 I want to print, 0 I want to print, 1 I want to print. Okay, the next one, 1, 0, 1 I want to print. One more is 1, 0, 1, 0 I want to print. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So like this, so you should be repeating for, okay, we'll like everything will consider as 9 times only. Now what you'll print is your wish. You want to print binary, you print binary. No, you want to print ternary, you print ternary. This is my output. This is the pattern what I want. You have to understand how the pattern has to be designed. Okay, you make the analysis of it and then get me the output. Right now, I'm not explaining anything. You just think of it, how to do it, then come to a conclusion. Okay, you have to write the code. So try writing the code, right? Think of it. So we call this generally, it's called the patterns. Okay, this is what the patterns. Now, I want to have one more pattern. I want to have it. What is my one more pattern? It is 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then the last one should be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That should be my output. Okay. So one more output will take. So what is that? It's going to be 1, 0, 1. Next one is 0, 1, 0. Next one is 1, 0, 1, 0. Chepna, sure. 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. So this is 0, 1, 0, 1, 0. Okay. Understood? So is this same what I have told? No.
Last
Last will change. See, this is what 1 0 1. It is 1. Sorry. Oh, 1 0 1. It is 1 0 1 0. This is what? It is 1 0 and 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. Is it same pattern? It's a different patterns. Patterns are different for me. Okay. So take a screenshot. So everybody can take a screenshot. So we want these code changes has to be made. Take a screenshots. The assignments. So you have to submit the assignment tomorrow. You have to submit. So today you need to submit. Okay. Done everybody. Taken a screenshot. Any doubts for here? See, any doubts you are there, let me know it. So we asked you to do it 1, 2, 3, and 4 outputs you want. So let us have little discussion on this one. So what we are trying to do it here. So here it is a fixed number. So there is no change in the number. Only one has to be printed. Whatever may be the loop conditions and everything, it has to print only one for me. So what is this output for me? This output is, we want to print the odd numbers and even numbers. It is a concept of odd number and even number. What is that odd number? Now this is, I am having 1 is there. Okay. Sorry, a small change, output change. Sorry, I need to change my output. Sorry there. Sorry, this output I need to change. It should be as 1 0. Oh, this is 1 0 1. This is like this. Okay, fine. Okay, this is my output. It is 1 0 1 0 1 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. So like that. So the last one will be what? It is 9, right? So it is 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0. How many ones we got? 2 3 4 we got. Okay. Okay, that should be my last output. So in this output, okay, fine. This should be my output for me. Now if you look in, so what are these things now for me? So what are these? Now this is what? Odd even, odd even, odd even. Okay, this is my, so 1 is odd, 1 is odd, 0 is even. Now it is similar to this one. So 1 is my odd number, 1 is my odd number, 2 is what? It's an even, so it's printing me 0. So odd, even, odd. So then this is odd, even, odd, even. Now let us see this one. This output you see. What is this output? Odd, even, odd. Then even, odd, even. This is what? It is a sequence. So odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, even going on. That's a sequence. So there, here the sequence is breaking. So here it is, sequence is not breaking, it is continuing. So if it is even, you have to print 0. If it is odd, you have to print 1. So this is what my outputs are. Okay. Understood? Any questions? Fine. So we'll stop here. We'll continue on tomorrow's class. Okay. So we'll continue. Before you come to the next class, if you finish them, if you complete these, no, it will be easy for you to understand the next set of things. Okay. So I can also understand that you understood the loops or not. Okay. I can also make the evaluation from it. So looking into it, what you have written, the code and all you have written, I can also evaluate that you are able to understand. And remember, if you write this program, it means that you understood how the loopings are going to work for you. Okay. Right. So any questions for others? So any questions from the offline sessions? Any questions? Online? Any questions from the participants? So you understood this?
Sir, can you explain me again last output?
Last output you want me to explain? Okay. So the last output means this one you're talking about, the continuous one?
Yes, yes.
Okay, fine. So this is one you're asking about, the last output.
Yes.
Right. So what is this means? So this is the continuous sequence. See, if you look here, so this pattern is matching this pattern for me. That means odd, okay, odd, even. So this is odd, even only. So this one is what? Odd, even, odd. This is odd, even, odd for me. Okay. So this pattern is going to match similar to this one. So this pattern I have not shown you. This last one, the pattern I'm not showing you. Okay. So this pattern, when you look in, so what it is, it's a continuation. Odd, even, odd. Then even, odd, even. Able to understand? Odd, even, odd, even. It is continuation for me. Getting it? What I'm telling.
Also.
So the last output, what we have circled, it's a continuation one. Okay, it's a continuous odd, even, odd, even, odd, even is going on. But the previous case, odd, even are going to interchange for me. Every line starts with the odd only. So based upon that, it may be ending with the even or odd, it is going to end up. Okay, but here we are going to have the continuation is going to be odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, odd, even, continuation will be there for us. So this is what the two different outputs we wanted. Okay, so all these outputs you try it up. So then we'll discuss, okay, how to do it, right? Okay, see, only when you try some new programs and if you try trying solving the code, right, then only you'll understand that you are able to understand them. Only small changes that I have to make in my looping. Okay, then then I can understand, okay, how the inner loop is working, how my outer loop is working, what changes if I'm making it, how the change effect will be happening, all that. Okay, if you want to know, you have to write all these codes, you have to write. Understood? Okay, so any other questions we have it? Not necessary. It's a continuous. That's it. It's a continuous. Okay. So odd, even, odd, even, odd, even keeps on going. That's it. It's a continuous concept. Okay. So you are taking a screenshot, everybody? You're taken? Raskunaru? Okay. So what about others? You have written? Huh? Okay then. So we'll stop the class here. Okay, we'll continue on tomorrow's session, right? Okay, we'll stop the session here. We'll continue on tomorrow.